Hello and welcome back to Psychology Market. Today we're diving deep into one of the most potent forces for personal healing and growth, the power of forgiveness. We often think of forgiveness as something we do for others, as a grand gesture of letting go of their wrongdoing. And while that's a beautiful aspect of it, the truth is, the most profound recipient of our forgiveness is often ourselves. Holding on to resentment, anger, and a sense of injustice is like carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones every single day. Each perceived slight, each betrayal, each moment of pain adds another stone. This backpack weighs us down, making it harder to move forward, to experience joy, to truly live. It impacts our physical health, increasing stress hormones, leading to sleep disturbances, and even contributing to chronic diseases. It affects our mental well-being, fueling anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of negativity. And it certainly impacts our relationships, creating walls of distrust and making genuine connection almost impossible. But what if I told you that you have the power to unburden yourself? What if you could consciously choose to lighten that load, stone by stone? That's the essence of forgiveness. It's not about excusing the behavior of others. It's not about saying what they did was okay. It's about recognizing that the continued suffering you experience is largely self-inflicted, perpetuated by your refusal to release the past. The process of forgiveness isn't a switch you flip. It's a journey, and like any journey, it has its challenges. It requires courage, self-compassion, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable emotions. We might feel a deep sense of unfairness, a belief that the person who hurt us deserves our anger. We might fear that forgiving will make us seem weak, or that we'll be hurt again. These are valid feelings, and acknowledging them is the first step. So, how do we begin? It starts with acknowledging the hurt. Don't suppress it. Sit with it, understand its impact on you. What emotions are bubbling up? Sadness? Rage? Fear? Once you've identified these emotions, you can start to process them. Journaling can be incredibly helpful here. Write down what happened, how it made you feel, and what you wish had happened instead. This act of externalizing your pain can be incredibly cathartic. Next, consider the perspective of the person who wronged you. Not to excuse them, but to understand. People act out of their own pain, their own limitations, their own past experiences. This doesn't erase the harm they caused, but it can help to humanize them, and in doing so, lessen the overwhelming power of their actions over you. This is perhaps one of the hardest steps, as it can feel like you're minimizing your own suffering. But the goal here is detachment, not endorsement. Then comes the conscious decision to release. This is where the active work of forgiveness lies. You can do this through various practices. For some, it's a ritual, writing a letter to the person and then burning it, symbolizing the release of your anger. For others, it's a mental exercise, visualizing yourself physically letting go of the pain, perhaps imagining it as a balloon you release into the sky, or as a heavy stone you place down and walk away from. It's about choosing, repeatedly, to not let the past define your present or dictate your future. And crucially, forgive yourself. We are often our own harshest critics. We replay our mistakes, our perceived failures, our moments of weakness, and hold ourselves captive to them. Self-forgiveness is about recognizing your humanity, acknowledging that you are flawed and that imperfection is part of the human experience. It's about extending the same compassion and understanding to yourself that you would offer a dear friend. When we forgive ourselves, we unlock immense personal freedom. We can learn from our mistakes without being shackled by them. We can move forward with greater self-acceptance and confidence. The benefits of forgiveness are immense. You'll likely experience reduced stress, improved mood, greater self-esteem, and a stronger sense of inner peace. Your relationships will deepen as you become more open and less guarded. You'll feel lighter, more energetic, and more capable of embracing the good that life has to offer. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of immense strength, a radical act of self-love. It's a gift you give yourself, a gift of freedom, a gift of a brighter future.